Hello and welcome back to Avowed, and we are about to go into the second area of the game. But before that, maybe we'll just do a little bit of exploring in the first area. Got a few places we can go. A few places on the map that we haven't explored. I guess over here. Maybe a bit over here. Maybe a bit over here. So let's have a look. Hey, Jax. My guy looks pretty cool. I got a flaming sword, a shock pistol, got a shield. Look pretty cool. You can actually make your guy look pretty cool in this game. So, let's have a look. I may end up respecking back to like a wizard using a wand and a book. We'll see. Godless altar. Pretty cool with that on your head. I mean, you can turn it off if you want to. You don't have to see your godlike features. Try a sword and a book. I need a good book. The Bible. No. Straight into the action. No messing about. That's the good book. The book, the Lord's book. 20 potions, and I barely even use them because I use my food items that I've got in here. 157 food items. And grenades. Freezy grenades.
Watch this.
Watch this. Oh, it's becoming daytime.
You take me.
Nice. What's this? A quest item? A fragment of star metal?
Star metal, if I'm not mistaken. Might want to take that to a blacksmith.
Ooh. Take it to a blacksmith. Can I use a sword and a book? I don't really have the ability to use the spells in the books, though. I'd need to level that up a bit. Cabbage. Right. Anything over here to find? I'm not sure if there's stuff to find in these fogged parts of the map. I guess there is. Oh. Precarious hold. A shadow. Moonlight shadow.
Over here. My turn.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Gotcha.
The game is so easy when you've got two companions. Why are there two people here?
Your city smells like a tannery. I cannot escape it even here.
Oh, it's these guys.
But there's a breeze. When it really picks up, you hardly notice.
From the entrance over here, I think. All the way over here. When we went into that dungeon.
There is also a plague.
Okay, so that's not great, I will admit. But that's rare. I think you could like it here. You know, if you gave it a shot.
Maybe so.
It really is beautiful.
It really is beautiful
Why do I
this
never
time of
come out
year.
here?
Why do I never come out here? Because there are dangerous shadows trying to kill you. Is there a dungeon? Common sword. There's been a cave-in. Can you destroy this?
Ready. Aim.
Oh! Nice. Hello. Ooh. Puzzles. Oh. You've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and that game is beautiful. There's so much detail everywhere. And the colours. But it still runs pretty poorly. It's very CPU intensive. And the animations are arse. Climb a ladder underwater. Can't see. Can't see. Can't see. Can't see shit. Kai's barely even above water. You're a fish. You're meant to swim better. Fish man. I'd like a torch, please. Crumbling journal. Brothers and sisters, my band found these ruins in a sorry state. Though the mechanisms within still served their function, if that function was to block the way to Adra. Through a clever combination of repurposing what was left behind, and a few additions of our own, we were able to get this place back in proper functioning order. Apart from it's all fallen to pieces now, and you're all dead. You're all dead. Reflections.
Here it comes.
Oh, a secret wall. Chest. Secret chest. With fuck all in it. Your frames go from 144 down to an average of about 80 to 90, with a low of 45. I've not played it since I've got my new GPU and CPU, so I don't know how it runs now. And it's a massive install, so I'm not going to install it just to check it out. Pew, 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 pew. Get down! Oh, Jesus! Oh.
Aye, aye.
Aye, aye, Captain. They're angled the wrong way.
Coming in hot.
Coming in loud and clear. Big rubber ducky. Ah, it's there. How is it behind the wall? Was it designed like this? There's no way. Get down! Oh. Adra. Hello? It's the voice.
Something happened here. Birth. Voices. Arms building a wall. The ruins sleep in the field now. The only proof they lived. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory?
When we lead by example, we're remembered for our principles. We live on through the relationships that we cultivate. We're not given a place in history, we have to fight for it. Voices, ruin, sleep. I wish you'd just say what you fucking mean.
A fog slips
I like how you
through our
can
fingers.
take them up on their
A
fucking
question with no
nonsensical
response.
bullshit.
We wonder.
I literally said fuck
What
off
do you
to the
know?
voice. I went to sleep at camp, woke up, the voice talked to me and I said
Kind of
fuck
power,
off.
Envoy. The envoy blacked out for a moment, and now the Adra has flowers on it. Does that about sum it up?
I got more flowers on me. No, I don't. What was that about? I have no idea. I got 300 XP. Don't know what it did for me, though. Okay, well, we did find something. So there is stuff to find in the fogged parts of the map. So let's have a quick look around before going to the second area. Hello? Anything up here? Don't see anything. Empty space. Yeah, I've been here. Let's try... Where's the blacksmith? Any blacksmith? Any old blacksmith? Find a star metal smithy. Someone in the living lands must know how to craft with star metal. If not, they might know someone who can. It's got 3 skulls next to it. Let's try over here. Please don't crash. It crashed when I loaded up the game, so let's hope it doesn't crash. And I think the game keeps going back to FSR 3. Yeah, look. It keeps going back to it. By default. Turn it off. I don't want it. I mean, I do want it, but I don't want it to crash the game. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Hello? Didn't they patch the game yesterday? Did they? I didn't see anything. Overgrown frontier.
This used to be a shortcut to Emerald Stair. Then the land got other ideas.
Collapse the gatehouse. A bow. Uh-oh. Phantoms. Phantoms don't like shock. If I played Skyrim, I know that to be true.
Who's ready for more?
Who's ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. You ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Go, go, go! Slide! Jump! Parkour! I'm not sure if I can get over there or not. What about this bit? That little island. A lonely island. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me. I'm sailing on a boat. Dead bodies. Uh-oh. Is it a secret boss? Friendly? What the hell?
A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either.
Attempt to imitate the Zorap's noises. Bewildered. Do you understand us?
I don't speak Zarep, but it definitely answered you.
I'll take that as a yes. Let's leave it alone before I insult it.
I agree. He's not hurting anyone. In fact, we're near to Hagen's house. Maybe he's the one who made that mural.
Ah, is he the one that's friendly with the lady? Huh. Thoughtful chittering. He turned against them. Is she here? Has she come back? Hello? Are you here? Hello? 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 She's not here. She never came back, even though we cleared it out for her. Weird. Just demolishing your house for you. I mean, there may be other stuff to find, but it's kind of hard to tell where you can go. Let's go to the second area. It's full of mushrooms, I believe. Mushrooms. I haven't explored the High Town. I have, but for some reason it's covered in fog still. Don't know why. Upgrade materials. Don't forget to check the stock of stores, and remember that you may break down your lesser used weapons. Thank you. You want to talk?
Who knew plants could be so threatening?
What do you know about animancy?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dream Scourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away.
I didn't realize the Ruatians had a problem with animancy.
Not the same way adherents do. We've got no laws against it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
Me too. I don't mind a little mystery.
Then I guess it's better that you're the one with a connection to something in the beyond.
That's all. Good night.
Nudge me if you hear anything in the
Nudge
woods.
you? Ugh.
Envoy? Fior Messiverno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an animancer, that's the place to go.
Fior was settled by the finest animancers in Vilea. If anyone can help, it's them.
I don't know about all that. They decided to settle in a hostile forest and use animancy to conquer it. We might get there and find that these people aren't as ready and willing to help you as you hope they are.
It's worth a try. We'll get what we need, one way or another. You don't seem excited about seeing Fior.
A job is a job, Envoy. But not all places are created equal. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn, and I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone's slipping.
I said almost.
Fantastic. We're all going to die. Can you get us there or not? I'm thankful for your expertise.
Just glad I can help. Right, changing the subject.
I'd love to get your thoughts on our companions.
Companions? It's just Kai, isn't it?
Yeah.
As you know, Kai and I have worked together in the past. It's a blessed miracle he never got me killed. Honestly, he's a good guy. A bit too quick to ask questions for my taste, but... Kai's good enough. Tell him I said that I'll cut a hole in your water skins.
That's enough for now.
Thanks for talking.
I think I found out that Garrus, Kai, his voice actor, does the voice for your, like... I don't know, your walkie-talkie person in The Division, who makes all the announcements as you're going around. Last light of day. So I could upgrade that some more. Oh yeah. Cook the food. So much food. I don't need to upgrade the sword. I'm all powerful already. Such a hassle to make this shit. Times 8. Times 8. Jesus. That's enough. That's enough. Do not talk to me. I said don't fucking talk to me. Yay. Here we are. They got a lighthouse as well. What's going on?
Would you be a dear and help me?
They got the mushrooms. Mushrooms.
Let's give her a...
It's the other companion, I think.
More along the way.
You okay?
I'm taking damage. I've been poisoned. Oh no.
I have the shot.
You missed. The poison is doing a lot of damage to me. How do I heal it? This. Spring berries. Kill them.
Let's see what you
Fucking kill them. They're dead.
mine.
Oh, fantastic. People.
It's a
I was
furry.
about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair.
Akita.
She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
A ladder? I carry books, not ladders.
Don't take that tone with me, darling. There's a beautiful vase
Why does
right
she
in those
talk like
ruins
that?
I cannot reach. And as sharp as my wits are, they are a poor substitute for a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
It's true. You should touch my abdominal muscles. They ripple.
Do they really? I wonder what other advantages godlikes come with. Maybe the three of you have experimented?
I'll try anything twice.
It's more of an animancy thing, isn't it?
According to my studies, such activities can be expressed with a myriad of methods.
You make lovemaking sound like Hector Brewer discussing tea. Flaccid. In any event, I already have a lover.
There's no romance in this
Always
game.
carries a ladder.
Anyway.
But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord. And I need this vase now.
I can help you. It's little trouble. Your lover doesn't happen to be the governor of Fior.
Oh, absolutely not. Vidaro, the governor, is an uptight postinago. But if you want to know about the governor, fetch me that artifact. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet
It's a
the most
Furby.
interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
She's a wizard. Mushroom caps. She's too small. But she looks like kind of like a monkey. She should be able to jump and climb. There are stairs. Just climb the stairs.
Quiet, Nimdut.
What'd you call me?
Hey! Over here! Another one!
Back in a bit.
Back in a bit.
I won't let him through! Make way!
Make way.
Out of the way!
Janeway. I feel like poison is going to be a big thing in this area.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Need poison resistance. Excavation log. Governor Vidaro ordered us to halt the excavation. Emerald Stair is going through changes, and it's unstable in more ways than one. While I understand his concerns, these ruins have been here a long time. I don't think they're going anywhere. Wish I could say the same for us. Feels like the land doesn't want us here, and I can't argue with the land. I am the land. Can we go over there? I don't think so. Supposedly, there are rumors that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to involve ship crafting and ship sailing. I guess like Starfield has ship crafting. Adra, Cadabra.
Oh!
Got it. Ow.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my
Yeah,
hands.
and you don't care.
Andra's titties, you
Beg your
found
pardon?
it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdut.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you.
Oh, really? I bet you can't perform Archimede's dazzling lights.
Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well?
Not at the moment.
Remarkable. An Adiran godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless face. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
That's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her
I beg your
mind.
pardon. I beg your pardon. Being very rude. I thought she was going to give us like a tour of the city. Oh no, you don't. They dead? No. Yes.
Another glorious battle. Here it comes.
Here I go again on my own. Tier 1 still. I had these dreams lately. I tried talking to the others. They think I'm insane. I'm not. There is something in the earth, in the island. I've spoken to animancers, watchers and priests. No one understood. He's got the dream scourge. We had it. He's dead now. Coastal Farms. Maxime's Claim Party Camp.
It's usually so nice.
It's very foggy. Aaliyah's Revenant Farm. Hey.
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Why is it somehow worse when the Revenants aren't trying to kill you?
What the heck?
A godlike in Emerald Stair. Well, maybe our luck's improving.
They got fucking zombies with collars on that do their bidding. Slave zombies. Blighted crop.
I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
I'm looking for the governor. Do you know where I can find him?
Governor Vidaro? I'm sure he's snug as a maggot in a corpse in his estate.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
It's in Fiormezziverno, on the far side of town. But just in case it comes up, you didn't catch me digging through a corpse. Deal?
Deal. I dig through corpses all the time. I'm gonna need an explanation first.
I suppose you deserve that much. Our governor doesn't exactly approve
Are you
of
the
my
animancers
area of
that-
expertise.
So you're necromancers.
As you can see, this is my
You're not
reanimated corpse
animancers,
farm.
you're necromancers.
We can.
Why do you need to
smell
come up
it,
with a
too.
new name?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
You're using the undead for labor?
What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose?
Yes.
Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything
picked
that
it up
doesn't
already.
belong.
I already did. Looks like Beatrice ate some spoiled crops.
Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the dream scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
I dig through a lot of corpses. I thought everyone did. What's with all the equipment around the farms?
We're animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do. You see, the living land is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy
1.21
into our
gigawatts.
feet. And that's why Emerald Stair is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities.
Your farms depend on forces you can't control. That's madness.
spoken like a true Adiran. Traditional farms depend on water, sunlight, and the mercy of insects. What you see here is
You can
no
control water. You can put it in a
Animancy
bucket.
can
Then you
change the
can
world.
put it and
But
put
it's
it
an uphill
on
climb.
the crops.
People don't trust what they don't understand.
We'll talk later.
Come back soon.
Wow. XP. You can you can control sunlight. You can harness it from solar panels. Bard. You can redirect it with mirrors.
Keep quiet.
Need to get on the other side. Silvo di Campo. Oh no, it's an undead. They fight. Ooh. Jesus. Bonk, 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 bonk. 7 XP. Anything else in here? They were keeping him locked up because they knew he was dangerous. Still can't use this stuff. Need to be level 10. Level 10 wizard spell. But I've got to actually unlock the perk as well to be able to use it.
My farmhands are very affectionate.
We'll talk later.
Come back soon.
Okay. Wow. It's alive! It's alive! Silvo is acting up again. Not that I'm surprised. He was my first raising, so he's bound to be unstable. How do I prove that undead labour is the future of agriculture when my best example is a violent corpse? I should build more safeguards into their collars, or invest in louder bells. Wow. It's not a good idea to raise the dead. Have you not seen Pet Cemetery? I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. Do you want the undead to be picking your crops? Full of diseases.
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
Full of diseases.
7 in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this?
Giuseppe.
Ah, Ado.
Ado.
You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer?
I may have dabbed at some point.
God,
Dabbled.
It's
Dabbed.
about time somebody like you came along. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind.
They can't be that fast, can they? You didn't think to put bells on them?
Of course I have. I'm not stupid. Even
I'm not
I will
stupid.
admit that Elia got a few things right. It wouldn't be so bad if I had any idea where they went. All I'm doing
Put
is
GPS
wearing
on
my
them.
shoes out.
I'm sensing a request coming.
It's not like I enjoy imposing on you, but I'm afraid if I look for them, the rest will wander off. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it.
Appeal to her vanity. Tell her only she can fix it. It'd work on me.
I have to have some standards, even at a time like this.
What's a come and a go?
Maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake.
They won't drown
before.
themselves.
Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even
Some
have
say
power
cause,
over them.
others say cause I'm controlling the undead. Now I have to know more. If that's true, why aren't they swarming Elia's farm?
How should I know? I left years ago. Maybe she's made them more docile.
What do you mean?
Then.
It's right over there. Controlling the undead. Now I have to know more.
I was hoping you'd say that. Just follow the trail of revenants.
Well then, if you
and
know where the
if you
fuck
find
they are,
something, I'd
why
be
don't you
grateful if you
fucking
brought
go
it here.
over there?
I
That was
want
the
to
whole
see
point
whether
of
it
you
leads
talking
the
to me.
surviving
You didn't know
revenants
where they
back.
were.
The
And now
only way
you
to
know
find
where they
out
are.
is to
You did
experiment.
know where they were? Unbelievable. Lake Lacuna. Is it down here? I don't know where they are. Oh wait, I do know where they are. But you still have to go and find them for me. It's fucking miles away. That's not the water. There's no water there. It's a bleeding forest. What's going on? Doesn't make any sense, huh?
Yeah.
Different chests. The same stuff in them. Nuts. Crunchy
The great
nuts.
mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question. Ha 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 ha.
I can't believe my eyes.
Ha 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 ha.
Godlike. And it's such a
Tier 1, tier 1, tier 1 still. All tier 1. I want tier 2 weaponry in the tier 2 area. There are 4 areas and there are 4 tiers, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Potato. Is it rip? I haven't been able to make one rip yet. Rip and tear. Elder Scrolls 6 is taking place in Hammerfell, right? That's the rumor, yeah.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or it used to be.
This is going to be ship stuff. Maybe we'll even see a bit of Redguard. They made that Redguard game, didn't they? That was third person.
Ah, a new face. Welcome, welcome. There may not be much left, but feel
You got any
free to take a
lockpicks?
look.
I'm surprised to find anyone selling goods here.
I suppose that is fair, considering the sorry state of affairs here. Most of what is here is just scrap and forgotten things.
So does any of this actually belong to you?
It certainly does now. Besides, I pay a reasonable sum to Fjord for any sales I make. I'm not a parasite. Yes, I am profiting on the side, but surely this is better than everything here being wasted, hmm?
Hmm. Glare silently.
Right. Look, do you want to shop or not?
Sure. Lockpicks 7. Oh my god. We hit the jackpot. Awakened Adra. Hello, Lieutenant Sagnar.
I don't know who or what you are, and frankly, it doesn't matter. Stay out of trouble, and there won't be any problems.
You'll get no trouble from me. Are you always this friendly?
No. You just got lucky enough to catch me on a good day. So, what do you want?
Just trying to meet more of the locals.
Fine. I'm Ranger Lieutenant Sanya. No, I'm not a blasted animancer, and no, I don't like talking to strangers. I am stationed here, in the sad ruins that are all that remain of Fjord's once bustling mercantile district. Obviously, it has seen better days.
What happened to cause it to fall into ruin?
Depends on who you ask. For all their supposed knowledge, not even the animancers know for sure. 40 years ago, this place was a bustling harbor, shipping food to Thirdborn, Paradis, and the occasional smaller settlement. I would know. I was still right here, at this very post.
What, 40 years ago? You don't look old enough to have been here that long.
Dwarves live longer, so 40 years isn't that long to us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some ruins to watch over.
Well, you're very busy. Lieutenant Sagnar's journal. This meticulously written journal is full of dull, routine entries. It is clear that Lieutenant Sagnar takes her post very seriously, despite how uneventful it is. One entry stands out from the rest. I heard that damn noise again. It sounds like something is howling, in distress. Or out of loneliness? I don't know. I don't really care. Whatever it is, it might be a threat. If we had the numbers, I'd send a ranger down the coast for reconnaissance. I'd be willing to bet my best knife that whatever that noise is, it's coming from the cave on the shore. That place always gave me the creeps. Something isn't right about it. For now, we'll just need to remain vigilant. Not like anything ever happens here these days. There's a cave with a noise in it. I don't care. It might be a threat. It might be a threat, but I don't care. Where is the cave? Over there. Can I swim to it? Tomato, tomato.
Hail, godlike. Come, indulge me.
Hello? There's a skeleton who wants to talk. Hey! Decaying skeleton fighter. Hi. I want to be on these guys' side.
For you.
Oh no! A trial? There's more.
Watch this.
Watch this. Can I set them on fire? No. Ugh. There's quite a few. Again, they're all spawning out of thin air, which I don't like. Ugh. Grenade! Boom! Blow their bones to bits. Ow. Well, they come out of the ground, I guess. There's a lot of them. Crikey. Hang on. Stay down. Wow, there's a shit ton of them. Ow. Heal, heal. Attack me. They're being healed by the priest. Good for you. Marius, get out of the sea.
Thanks. Need a minute.
Kai's dead. Because they're running attacks, which is a shame. Yeah, they do die very quickly, and apparently they buffed them in the day 1 patch. No, there's more. But you got back up. Fucking loads of them.
Let's see what you got.
Grenades. Throw all the grenades. Grenade. 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 Jesus! What the fuck? Oh god! What the fuck? There's a lot more. Ow!
Let me catch my breath.
I'm swimming. I'm being pushed backwards. You just get pushed back by them. Might want to upgrade the sword. Nah, it's fine. All around me are lots of skeletons.
Back in the fight. Coming. Stair.
That guy is tough. How can there be so many? What's happened? What the shit? Are they being summoned by the chanter? Where is he gone? The middle one. Minions! Skeleton minions! He keeps bloody healing. There's a priest? Is there a priest? No, there's a priest.
This is it for me.
is a utter clusterfuck. Just grenades. Just fucking grenades. Use all the grenades. That works. Fucking grenades. Where's the priest gone?
You're a good friend.
You're a good friend. The priest dead? There's the priest. No, that's another chanter. Okay. They're all dead now, I think. Monk's dead. Another monk. Ta-da! Jesus, that was insane.
And our business concluded. Farewell.
Nothing like a win.
Farewell. And he dies. And he gives me a horse cutter, two-handed melee, unique. He wanted somebody to pass on his weapon to. Is it fiery? No, it's bleeding. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, nice, it does like an actual trail, like in Bloodborne. Or Elden Ring. I need skills that boost damage, fire damage and bleed. It takes so long to level up. I can respec. Well, I've got bleed accumulation. Power attacks with axes and greatswords. Any fire? Stunning blows. Power jump. Into the fray. Go full bleed. Well, skeletons don't bleed. And if we're going to be fighting a lot of skeletons, we'll be fucked. If it bleeds, we can kill it. I have the money for a bunch of respecs anyway. Yeah, I wanna use a wand and a book. But I haven't got a good wand yet. A unique wand. I mean, I wasn't really in any danger of dying there. I could soak up the damage. I had 1,000,000 potions and healing items. If it bleeds, we can kill it. It doesn't bleed. We can't kill it. We're fucked. It's a skeleton. Say that in the Kermit voice. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Oh, hey, Miss Piggy. There's a lot of frost bombs. Hang on. Get the pistol out. Let me jump on that. Oh, shit. Quick. Quick. Jump on that. Up here. Jumping puzzles. Ooh, hello. Grimoire. Oh my god, a really good book. A good book. Nice, and it's all level 1 stuff. Well, not all of it. But a few of it is, and I can use that. Hang on. Sword and a book. Smuggler's note. I need those herbs. I don't care if they're protected by the Delemgan. Find a way past those stuck-up trees. I'll pay you 5 times the going rate. No questions asked. Fetch them, and you'll live like a king. Get caught, and just don't get caught. Okay. Guess we swim out. My book. It's wet. Soggy book. Hello? Anybody around here? Memorial Stone. To the invaluable loggers of Fjord, whose every day was a fight for survival against the angry Delimgan of Emerald Stair, we honor your sacrifice. Surely Abidon smiles upon your labors and the industry of Fjord that was only possible thanks to your efforts. But try out the greatsword for a bit, to see if the bleed's any good. For a git, you git. You bloody git. Logging camp. Tree people. Damn. Holy shit. Holy damage, Batman. Oh, this this lady's tough. But these mushrooms die quickly to it. Shooting me. Shooting me with what?
Not feeling great.
Not feeling great. Maybe a bit poisoned here. Then they spawn more. Out of thin air. Oh, you see that? Earthblight minion. Immune to bleed. It's a ghost. The bleed is good. It does accumulate pretty quickly. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, dead. And it lasts for a long time.
Take a moment, people.
10, 10. Just dead people everywhere. I see dead people.
Yeah.
So the new upgrade material here is Hylia's Talon. Obsidian? Bethesda? Is this you? Unique. Please be a wand. It's not a wand. It's Adra. Good logs. we made some good logs today in the toilet. Woodman's labor. Uniques everywhere. What the hell? %15% attack damage against beast and primordials. Where's it gone? Yeah. No, not that one. Where'd it go? That one. And my axe. Where are we on the map? Wow, we've barely gone any distance at all, really. Well, yeah. Seems like quite a big area, then. It's a big sphere. Ow. Oh, hello. Just dropping in to say hi. Let's try this out. Whoa. I make a staff, a melee staff. It does bleed damage.
Hey, over here. My turn.
It's not as good as the two-handed sword. That's gone. Gone away. What's this? Arcane Veil. It's a buff. Bonk. They're all dead. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh, I have a bubble. Bubble trouble. Yeah. Dirty water. There's Adra all along the shore. Why don't we just mine the big Adra crystals? Adra everywhere. You get loads of upgrade materials from that. Maybe you can't break it very easily. It's indestructible. Hello? Uh-oh. Tier 3! Tier 3! Back up. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Why is everyone called Sandra in this game? Sandra, Sagnar. Let's throw some lightning bombs. Bzz. Hit the priest. Bonk. Doesn't seem to matter what you use, you're just super powerful. Ugh.
Keep quiet.
Not yet.
And they're all dead.
We make a good squad.
We make a good squad. Spoiled apples. It's a fishing village. Spoiled cucumbers. We caught a spoiled cucumber. Phantom. Oh my god. It's running away from me.
Something's
Shade.
not right here.
Beltreno's lair. Uh-oh. Tier 3. I don't want to fight it. Put that on. Change to this. Oh god. I'm gonna get wrecked.
One moment.
Use everything. Use every ability. Oh, I don't want to use this. Hang on. There we go. Use a buff. Use a buff. Eat. Stuff your face. Use a buff. Wizard. Jesus, what's he doing? I've been frozen.
On your right. What am I hitting?
What am I hitting? I don't fucking know.
Hold on. Got it shot. Stay.
He's dying pretty quickly. Which is surprising.
That's it for me.
That's it for me. You're gonna be alright, buddy. It's a right old clusterfuck. And I'm like stuck. I'm trying to dodge, but I'm like stuck.
Hey! Over here!
Who's who? Gotta keep track of a lot of things at once. Set the spirit on fire. Resistant to that, are they? More fire. Whatever this is. Immune. That's poison. Frost. It's pretty hard to target the actual person you want to hit. And they're both... He's frozen. He's gone. He's going down. He's going down. Whether he likes it or not, he's gonna go down. I can tank a lot of hits though. He's dead. And now I've got to deal with the skeletons. You're gonna be alright. Yeah. This doesn't seem great. Barbarian. My book sucks. My book gives me a bleeding staff. I don't know if the arcane veil is any good or not. I've no idea. Don't know what it does. I need to look at it. Oh yeah. We win.
Nice work.
Invokes a powerful arcane shield for 20 seconds that makes your spellcasting uninterruptible and increases your damage reduction by 25%. I mean, 25% damage reduction is good. Fine round shield. Ooh, what a nice round shield. Gleaming core. Oh, it was a bounty target, right? So when we go to the actual city, we can turn that in. That was it. That was it. Where's the loot? A fine mace. Tier 2. This was a fine mace. Tier 3. It's all tier 3 now. River Fork Beacon. Fork you. Common Grimoire. So many books. So many spears. So many swords. A fine mace. It's a fine mace. But it's not unique. So get rid of it. Oh, hello. Hello, mushrooms.
Take your best shot.
A fucking goblin cave in Oblivion had 2 goblin totem shock staves with a value of 7k gold each hidden inside. I would imagine they would burn quite well, mushrooms. They get sent flying. Holy big mushroom. Hello. It's a bruiser. Oh.
Hey! Over here!
That's a big mushroom. He's weak to fire, Risen. My mighty boot will kick you. My skills are shit. I haven't upgraded them. But they don't do any more damage if you upgrade them. So my charge, it just increases the distance traveled. It doesn't do any more damage. So it's pointless. I'm never going to need to travel any further. Need a fire boost. I don't think there is a fire boost thing here. We got bleed, which is good. But no fire. How much money have I got? 7 grand. Reset points. Right. The wizard tree. Increases the amount of fire accumulation you deal by 15%, but I gotta be level 15 for that. It's a passive. So you'd want, if your sword does elemental damage, you want to go into the wizard tree. Right, what do we want? You have to unlock one skill before you can get anything else. So, do I want anything else? I guess I need to get the charge. That's the only thing I really can get. Charge. Then bleeding cuts. Bleeding cuts rank 2. Armored core. Shield bash. Iron fists. Devastating criticals. Increased damage with two-handed melee weapons. By 25%. And then, I mean, more health is good. If I'm going to be right in their face. Get the criticals as well. Criticals. But then there are some good things here that you'd like. Like 20% more health restoration. And you pick up more materials. So the fighter is for two-handed. The ranger is for one-handed. Increase your crit chance. Destroying things restores a small amount of health. Shield bash. What's the power attack thing? That's for daggers and swords. It's all very specific. Dodging. Let out a fearsome roar that interrupts enemies and empowers you against larger foes. Your weapon attacks become uninterruptible and deal higher stun. Doesn't seem to last for very long. 15 seconds. After taking damage, slowly regenerate 50% of the last amount of health lost. I mean, survivalist. And bonus effect durations are increased by 20%. Unlocks recipes for strong healing foods. More health. And then you can respec your attribute points separately, which is interesting. No, I don't have Barbaric Shout. It seems rubbish anyway. Oh yes. Oh yes. Do I have any armor that can help with bleed accumulation? Carry capacity, stamina, carry capacity, crit damage. Crit damage. My attribute points are set up for two-handed, so I get a lot of stamina. My intellect is just increased by things I'm wearing and things I've collected. Intellect, dexterity, currency, essence. Critical hits deal poison damage. Oh, it's a bit weird, this. There you go. Right. Sure. Sure. Right. We're good. Let's go. Lego. Where's a camp? Is there a camp nearby? Over there. This area seems a lot bigger for some reason. Even though I'm not sure it is. It just feels a lot bigger. That's what she said. And now you fight skeletons who can't be bled. Ooh. 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 There's a pathway up. What about going down into the darkness? Waterfall Cave. The Inquisitor is voiced by that lady who's in every game.
I don't like this. Stay alert.
She's in Suicide Squad. She's in Star Wars. She's in Wolfenstein. No, not Laura Bailey. The shaved head lady.
She has a vested interest in that. Well, if it isn't the Adirian envoy.
We weren't expecting reinforcements. Either you've come early, or more likely, you shouldn't be here.
I don't like their tone. Careful, envoy. I don't
like your tone.
Tell you what.
These guys are dicks.
And Inquisitor Ludwig doesn't have to hear about this unfortunate little mix-up.
What's going on here? Shouldn't you be in Paradise?
We go where Ludwig tells us to go. The Stilgarrote don't answer to the embassy. We have no quarrel with you, but we are trying to be discreet. Let's part as friends and keep it that way.
I'm not leaving until I get some answers.
Then you're not leaving.
Glare silently.
What do we do, brother?
We do what comes naturally.
What, fight?
Of course. What a pity.
Oh no.
Normally I'd think twice about spilling godlike blood.
Crusaders.
But for you, I'll make an exception.
Oh dear. Oh god, they're tier 3.
Here we go. Let's see what you got.
They got shields. They bleed very easily.
I need a minute.
Right behind you.
Next one time.
They're just getting overwhelmed by all of us. Uh-oh, there's more. Oh, Jesus. Throw a grenade. Blow up the bomb. Yep. Well, they shouldn't. They're dicks. They looked at me funny.
When we first met, I thought I was...
Just wait.
Oh, they're being healed. That's not good. Use a buff. Can't really get to the healer either. Can't push through.
I have the shot. I can't stay. As soon as I can.
Stay down. Where's the healer? Are you the healer? There's fucking loads of them. You're gonna be alright.
Try that again.
And you did.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, the bleed procs pretty much instantaneously, but they seem to be resistant to it. It's only doing 5 damage.
Back in the fight.
I'm still dealing with them okay. I don't really feel like I'm in that much danger.
Let's see what he's got. My turn. One moment.
I mean, they're on fire, they're bleeding, they're being poisoned. They're having a bad time. A real bad time. Yeah, the poison doesn't accumulate very quickly, does it?
Taking the shot. Keep moving.
Ow. Pop off queen.
Hope this was just a regular hour. Don't have much time.
Battle mage. Holy hell. Oh dear. Run away. No, I wanna, I'm trying to. Wow, I fucking one-shot them
Just like the good old days.
from the exploding barrel. It just obliterated them. They vanished out of existence. Ludwin's first missive, Captain Wyeth. Take your Steel Garrote Legion into the wilderness of Emerald Stair. Do not reveal your presence. Await further instructions. I will have need of you soon. Be patient. It all worked out in the end. Steel Garrote key. Jesus, that's a lot of damage numbers on the wood. Can I go through? It won't poison me, will it? No. Death Knight Sabatons. Any good? 20% maximum health, resistance to poison and bleed accumulation. I mean, 20% health is... that's just worth it. Yes. I'm gonna have completed most of the quests by the time I reach town. I mean, most of the quests seem to be in towns. That's where you pick them up from. But yeah, you can like pick up the items that are needed for quests before even finding the person who actually wants the item. I've done that more times than most, I think. Second missive. They tell me you found a sympathetic turncoat. among the people of Emerald Stair. Good. Make certain they understand the benefits of Adrian rule. Give them a reason to serve us. Faith and loyalty will bind them to our cause. Very, very quiet. Sorcerer.
Here we go. Show me what you got.
He's a small dude. A small, wide dude.
Watch this. Stay down.
Bonk.
Nice.
Nice. Fine mace.
Everybody all right?
I'm alright. Doing alright. Getting tier 3 items now. But you can't... Oh my god. A tier 3 weapon just sitting right there. What the heck? Third missive. Your report on the Dream Scourge was appreciated, but ultimately worthless. This plague will burn itself out in time, and the strong will endure. If you are having trouble occupying your time in Emerald Stair, I suggest finding a hobby. Anything but gardening. You wonder if any of the companion skills could help with this build? The companion skills are pretty limited. So his attacks deal more bleed damage, but I need some points for that. I mean, I could respec. It's pretty cheap. Bleed accumulation. Marius attacks reduce enemy damage. The Heartseeker is good though. Does a lot of damage. They have to have the first one, even if it's not particularly good. Like the Binding Roots, I could do without. I don't need it. I mean, it only lasts for 8 seconds. It's pretty worthless. A lot of the enemies stand still anyway. Binding Root deals bleed accumulation to trapped enemies. It might stun them though. I mean, I'm doing a lot of stun damage anyway. And the stun damage doesn't do much when you do that special attack on them. There's a lot of dudes in there. Let's have a look at that tier 3 weapon. There's a lot of shit here. Exceptional. It's a fine mace. It's a fine spear. Looks fancy. Yeah, the bleed procs like instantly with this weapon. Well, the sword. Does it say how much it does? Hits deal 10% bonus bleed damage. I mean, doesn't sound like a lot, but they instantly bleed.
I don't like
Can I save? I'm gonna save it. Just in case I die.
this. How did no one know this was here?
Oh, they've kept quiet and busy, preparing for war.
Stood up immediately. Poison! Poison myself. God, they're all jumping up as a captain. 743 damage and it did like nothing. There's another bloody priest. Where's the priest? Does a lot of damage.
They won't get.
K burns them, yeah. There's no poison companion yet? Not yet. Oh shit! She just one-shot me. It's a good thing I saved. It is... The combat gets pretty messy, I would say. Especially when you're trying to find the person who's healing.
Unseen, unheard.
Let's see if I can... There they are.
I heard something.
If I could just kill them first.
Need a minute.
There we go. Take out the healer first. Oh man, there's a fucking cleric. Poison. Fire. All the elements. Pikachu, I choose you. You son of a... You fucking healing dick. No. No healing. There we go. Starting to look like Suicide Squad. Oh, my stamina, no. Oh, she's dead. Ow. Yeah, I'm not. It hurts. It fucking hurts. I'm stuck.
Give me a second. Hey! Over here!
You're gonna bleed. Boom, bang, firepower.
Gotcha.
Nice. Oh
Haven't
shit.
had a battle like that in years. Though I didn't feel this many aches and pains in my soldiering days.
Can't say I'm sad to see these
We're
people
popping
strewn
off.
about. I don't know what we stopped, but we clearly stopped something.
Whatever the Steel Garrot were doing here, it's over. Let's take a look around before we go.
Right. Look around for supplies. Anything we could take with us. Maybe a pie if you can find one.
Look at you two.
I don't even know what the fuck we
scouring the
did. We just stepped into
Makes
this
me
place. They were
Looking
very,
around,
like,
feels like we
shifty,
broke up
and
something
then we killed
big.
them all.
Well done, us.
Not bad for
We
a
don't even
day's
know what
work.
we stopped.
I think we've all earned a couple ales back at camp.
They were like,
There's a lot of stuff
they
here
were
we won't
making
be using
toys for the homeless children,
As well take
and we
some of
killed
it
them
with us.
all. Oh
Maybe
no!
we've got some ale.
Fifth missive. I'm sending one of my best paladins to aid you. She will deliver my final instructions. You have served me well. Carry out your orders to the letter, and you will be rewarded in this life and the next. May the burned queen smile upon you. My claymore is only level or tier 2. My orders are as follows. Thea Mess Iverno is dragging the living lands down into a shared grave. Your legion will raise the settlement until nothing but ashes remain. Put the city down like an injured animal. Leave the people to witness the consequences of their failure. You may encounter Hofner, a new arrival from the mainland. Deal with them courteously if you cross paths. Deal with them violently if they impede your work. May the flames of the burned queen purified Emerald Stair. They were going to raise the settlement. They were going to fucking burn the settlement down.
Burning down Fior.
Oh my god.
How could they do something like that?
What time did I wake up? About 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how you upgrade weapons because I have all the materials to upgrade stuff, but I just haven't found a camp yet. Jerky. Vampire. The vampire doesn't wake up in the morning. So what's the point of this game? There is a plague going round in the living lands, and we were sent by the Emperor to investigate. You are correct. Paradis has grown more unstable. The Imperial Envoy was murdered. Dissidents plot from the shadows, and our forces are spread thin. Your mission, however, is unchanged. Once we succeed in taming Paradis, the living lands will follow. And you will stand proudly at the Vanguard. We are a godlike, which means we have all this weird stuff on our face. Godlikes are made at birth. They are made in the image of one of the gods. There are like 7 or 8 gods, but we don't know which god we are made from or are meant to be representing. However, recently, basically every godlike has been raptured, but we are like the only one left. So it seems like maybe they took them back. The gods took them back to make an army. Maybe. It's weird. The main point of the game is to deal with the plague, but we basically haven't seen anything of the plague yet. There might as well not be a plague. But it is it's more of an action RPG. But there can be a lot of talking at points. It's a bit Borderlands-y. It's a bit Diablo-esque. It's a bit Dead Island-esque. Where the fuck do I go? How do I get out of here? How do I get out? Let me out! This way? Got to go back in the way we came, I think. There is no local map, so it's pretty easy to get lost. If you don't like the skill tree all that much, it's very limiting. Level 20 is not very high, but Obsidian do this. They make it so you can't level up that high, and you don't get many skill points. I don't know why they do that. We should go to the camp. Make camp. Upgrade. Your hot take is that you hate skill trees in every game. That's why I love Fallout, because Fallout doesn't do skill trees like any other game, unless it's Fallout 4, which is why I don't like Fallout 4 very much.
Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking lessons in Solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash.
It's also
every
quite
night for
Baldur's
dinner.
Gate 3
The bears out here
as
can
well.
hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk
At least in its
softly.
vibe.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your flute at camp.
That is different. Bear's natural prey doesn't tend to play flutes.
They might show up to get you to stop.
I've had this flute for years, and I have yet to be killed by a bear.
On second thought, maybe that's what's keeping them away.
It can be satisfying to make a good build, you know, like learn the skills, learn what works well together, and make a good build, and then use it, and see how good it is. So I can't upgrade my tier 3 because I'm guessing tier 3 stuff is in the 3rd area. So let's upgrade this. Oh, wait a minute, there's a 5th tier? I thought there was only 4 tiers. Oh, only for certain things. For the common stuff, there's only 4 tiers, but for the uniques, there are 5 tiers. Right. What do I need to upgrade it? To tier 3, Awakened Adra. Let's upgrade our armor. I need tanned hide. 28 tanned hide. Jeez. But we can upgrade it here. What can we upgrade here? A full combo attack deals high stun and bleed accumulation to nearby enemies. A successful parry deals high stun. No, let's go this. Ta-da. Put stuff in my stash. I do have a lot of shit in my stash already that I need to, like, dismantle. And you can't dismantle it while you're in there. You got to go here and then dismantle it. And then to put the book in here. See, this book I can use all of the spells on because it's only level 1, so I might just keep it. I don't like the dagger. Keep the pistol in case I need to shoot stuff. That's not very good. That's good, but I'm not using it. How do I sort this? Sort by name, sort by quality. There we go. Put a load of this shit in here. You can't dismantle these things, so it's only really worth to sell it. I could have the book on the other loadout for the arcane veil buff. Let's have the gun. Let's have, like, a super close-up weapon and a super far-away weapon. I mean, look at all this shit in here. It's ridiculous. Cook. Make it the cookbook. Make it the cook. Cook everything. Just cook everything. I don't know what it does. I just make it. It might be good. I don't know. Make it. Make it the spiced sausage. Make it the stew. Make it the ale. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit. Cures poison, bleed, and elemental accumulations and restores health based on the amount cured. 70% poison, bleed, and elemental damage resistance. There's just a lot of stuff in here. Porridge. Yeah, I can make an unbelievable amount of needs. My phone's going off. Hang on. Got an important call. There's my manager. Secured a deal for unlimited lifetime supply of Dr. Pepper. Beep, 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 doo, doo, doo. Damn it, your coffee's gone cold. Want to talk about anything?
I hope you're ready to sleep with one eye open, because I doubt Ludwig
She has a
sleeps at
fiery
all.
face mask. I don't understand it.
And after the send-off you gave the Steel Garrote squad in that cave, she'll have it out for you.
The Steel Garrote is a liability. Left unchecked, they'll turn the island against the deer. The Steel Garrote are violent fanatics. I couldn't leave Emerald Stair at their mercy.
I've got a feeling you've spared a lot of people more grief than they'll ever know. Normally, I'm not big on turning on your own, but the Steel Garrote take their beliefs too far. I'm glad you didn't let them do it here.
The Steel Garrote aren't my own. They aren't even in my chain of command. Thanks, Kai.
Don't let it go to your head. Your kind of clarity is rare. To know...
Yeah, just going in and killing everyone.
Do it.
So much clarity there.
And be that.
You've just got to trust yourself and follow your gut. Hey, you could have left me for dead, but you carried me to Liviana's.
Kai's always doing things to help others, no matter the cost. It's going to get him killed one day.
You two are gonna make me blush. And purple's not my best color. But, thanks. Just be on the lookout. The Steel Garrote isn't likely to forgive and forget.
You've been to Emerald Stair before?
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
threatening?
Exactly. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the living lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
It's as if the land is pushing back, like it doesn't want us here. It feels like they're reaching out to connect.
You must have a death wish.
Marius is right, and I don't usually say that in front of him. If you see anything that looks like it's trying to hug you, draw your weapon, or run.
That's all.
Night, Envoy.
Night. Nighty-night.
Envoy? Right, changing the subject.
I'd love to get your thoughts on our companions.
I'd just tell you what I told you last time you asked me that. Nothing has changed since then.
Let's talk about Emerald Stair.
Ask away.
Tell me more about Emerald Stair.
I'm surprised at how much more deadly it is than it used to be. Hunting was great here, and there were edible plants everywhere. That's all still true, but I never used to worry about being strangled by a wild root while I sleep. Still, the challenge keeps things interesting, right? You earn every breath out here.
Every breath you take. Heard anything interesting out there?
Careful in the western areas of Emerald Stair. Something lives out there, and I don't really care to know what.
Do you have any tips for surviving?
Let's see. Less urgency for shelter here. You can find shrubs to block the wind or tree cover to protect from rain. There's also plenty of food around too, if you know where to look. Rule of thumb, if it's red, don't eat it. Or if it makes you itch. There's also just about any kind of game you can imagine. Just make sure whatever you catch doesn't have mushrooms growing out of its face. Oh, and be careful when you leave the roads. You never know when that deer you killed was some Delumgon's favorite pet. Right, changing.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ask away.
How tall are you? What language is it that you're speaking? English.
Same one you are. What kind of blessed question is that? Oh, huh. I see. I sometimes use Lember without really thinking about it. That's what you mean, right?
What's Lember? I'm too dumb. Can you teach it to me? I like it. It gives you a certain mystique.
Oh, does it? Well, obviously that's why I do it. I'm sure you'll pick it up as we travel. It's not that blessed difficult.
You don't seem too fond of mysticism, magic, or religion. Why is that?
Oh, you noticed. I don't know. I've heard stories all my life about the gods and magic, and they never seem to do any good for anyone.
Magic and animancy can do a lot to improve our lives.
Right, sure. But from what I've seen, it mostly causes problems. Magic gives a lot of power to some people and leaves others helpless. And animancy? Don't get me started on messing with other people's souls. That's just not right.
But your skills and abilities seem like magic. How do you explain that?
It's just Pargrunan wilderness lore, developed over the centuries in Solace. Tricks, traps, gadgets, nothing more. But hey, if people want to think it's magic, then go ahead. I'm not gonna bend over backward just to seem internally consistent.
What stories have you heard that turned you away from mysticism?
Almost all of them. Andra pulling down the moon to destroy civilization. The Godhammer bomb. All that stuff down in the Deadfire. No one as fickle as those gods seem to be should ever be put in charge of reincarnation, I tell you that.
I don't know about the Godhammer bomb.
Somebody who was a prophet of Aethys decided to start a holy war. To stop him, his enemies built a giant bomb that could kill a god. Stories say the goddess Magrin helped them build it. Sounds about right to me. Anyway, the bomb went off and killed a lot of people. People who wouldn't have died if gods hadn't decided to bicker about.
Tell me about Andra and the moon.
Basically, the goddess Andra wanted a civilization dead, so she pulled down the moon to do it. They say Abidan shattered the moon to save the people, and then threw himself
Where's
in
the
way
moon?
of the largest
Is the moon
shard.
gone then?
And for his
The tide
interference,
should be fucked.
Andra built Abidan a statue as a tribute. Huh. Makes no sense at all.
What happened in Deadfire?
I don't know how you missed it. The god Aethys woke up one day and decided to stomp his way across the world. Imagine an enormous, unstoppable statue destroying
all we see is the
everything in
boring
sight.
shit.
I heard he wanted
Like
to destroy the
skeletons
wheel and end reincarnation
and
forever.
lizard people.
I wasn't there, but it all happened just a few years ago. Strange you hadn't heard of it.
I see your point.
Right. More trouble than they're worth, if you ask me.
Play pillars. Magic and animancy can do a lot to improve our lives.
Right, sure. But from what I've seen, it mostly causes problems. Magic gives a lot of power to some people and leaves others helpless. And animancy? Don't get me started on messing with other people's souls. That's
I already
just
said
not
this.
right.
And yet, it lets me do it again. Well,
all
I'm going around in circles. I see your point.
Right.
Oh no. I agree. I'd rather just do without it all completely.
I mean, feel free to cast all the spells and cry out to whatever gods you like. I won't stop you. Just don't expect me to join in.
I understand you grew up in Solace.
Yes, I did. The less we talk about that, the better.
It sounds like you and Solace didn't part on the best of terms.
I see. Let's lay this out, Envoy. How about this? You don't worry about my life story, and I won't roll my eyes every time you start talking about souls. Now, we just met, Envoy, and I'm here to do a job. Maybe we'll be best of friends someday, but this isn't that day. Best we just keep things professional.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, gods. It's like my first week working with Kai. All over again.
What exactly makes you the best hunter in the living lands?
Well, I'm one of the very few people who spends most of their time out in the wilds and haven't gotten themselves killed yet. I know the difference between hay bleed toxin and high tox bloom, which is something you should be really thankful for. And you know the Balrog and the grinning Balrog?
You killed that? What exactly is a Balrog?
Probably the meanest living thing out in the wilds. Just as soon tear you apart as look at you. I am one of the few who have seen a Balrog and lived. Mostly because I had the brains to run the Dragu out of there. We're gonna get you where you're going, Envoy. Alive and with as few blithe tail bites as possible. That, more or less, is all you need to know about me.
Something concerned me about how you handled the situation in the grinning Balrog.
Oh? Do tell.
Did you really poison that drink, or were you bluffing?
No, I didn't poison that drink. Even the rankest Nimdude walking doesn't deserve that kind of death. It clearly heard about my reputation and thought I'd do something like that. Question is, why would he drink from that cup?
I guess he was thirsty. He probably wasn't thinking.
Well, that much is obvious. If he was a real hunter, he'd have studied his target and known what I was capable of. Lucky for me, he was just a tourist in need of a good reminder.
Do you get people walking up to threaten you a lot?
More often than you think. Someone's always trying to get a reputation by going after people who have one. Turns out
when we
those
first
of
met
us who
him,
have a reputation
he was
sometimes came by
in a
it
dispute
honestly.
in a bar. And he bluffed that he poisoned the person's drink. You seemed to get really upset when he mentioned Solas.
We've already talked about this. I hope this isn't going to be a problem.
I'm just interested, that's all.
That much is obvious. I'm not that interesting, and I really don't like talking about the past. Let's worry about keeping you alive for now. Good? What do you need?
That's all for now.
Right. Changing the subject.
That's enough.
Until next time.
I don't like your tone. Is the voice going to talk to me? No.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame. The memory binds. Heed us. Never speak to her.
I didn't want to speak to her in the first place. She came up to me. Get out, I don't have time for you. You seem unsettled by Lodrin. Do you want to talk about it?
Blazing ire. It burns and feeds upon itself. Pain through the smoke, we recall. You are not safe with her.
I'm not with her. Are you sure you don't have a history with her? Can't you tell me more?
We reach. The spines tear into us. We pull our hands away. But the old scars do not lie. We burned once. Burned. We know.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you're safe with me, at least.
Burrow for warmth, but the hawk circles outside the den. Steer clear of the scourging fire, or extinguish it.
If it comes to it, I'll deal with her my way.
No recourse but teeth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care.
Listen!
Have care.
Listen! Sure. Brush your teeth. Guess we'll walk to the city now. Follow the actual path. Oh shit. These bears. These weren't here last time.
They come. Hey! Over here!
They just run like mad.
Next one's mine. Just wait. Quick move!
Go to the little island over the bridge.
Let me catch my breath. My turn.
Boosh. Dead. Over the bridge. I believe that's how you exit the area. I don't think you can go across the bridge. Yep, it's the way out. A way out. Eat the mushrooms.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Rid of what?
I don't see what's the problem.
They just make me feel uncomfortable.
What, the
I'm glad to
zombies?
see revenants working in our fields. I see nothing wrong with it.
What if the body used to be your brother? Your grandfather? You, Adiran, you know what a revenant is, don't you? Your dead friends and family walking around rotting all over your cabbages?
I have no part in this. Goodbye. I agree with her. The dead shouldn't be used as farming equipment.
At least someone around here seems to have a semblance of common sense.
I talk like Gal Gadot. Is that it? My acting is terrible. No, don't. Stop. What are you doing? Farmer's Market Beacon. Stew. Farmer.
Gatsabo! Did the cow step on your face?
How dare you?
You're the first godlike to come through in...
Oh,
well,
I pressed the wrong button.
I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign.
Please don't burden me with your superstition. What makes you think my presence means anything?
Some believe the gods have abandoned Emerald Stair. And yet, here I am talking to one of their offspring. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter.
Have you got anything left to sell?
We have a few trinkets, but our stock has been low on account of the recent troubles. If you have coin to spare, take a look at what's left. There should be more once the harvest comes.
Let's see what you have for sale. Animancer's Swallow Tail. You do have lockpicks. How many do I have? 14. I haven't even been using them at the moment. Let's buy some potions. Fragments of the Offering. This map provides information on the locations of fragments for the god totem in this area. Alright. Well, I found all the god totems in the previous area without the map, so I think I'll be fine. These talons are really expensive. Look. 3 grand for all 5. Nah. 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 I ain't buying those. Nah. Nah.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the Animancers starving as well, Or are they sipping tea?
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules. Go home. Lay traps in the woods and pray for game. I can't help you.
We know you're stashing the grain somewhere. Well, let's have it.
Ah, there's no stash, as I've told you before. If I had grain, I'd give it to you. I know, times are hard.
The crops are coming up wrong, miss. Flies won't even land on them.
Is bad all over. Trust me. Godlike.
Can't talk to them. Sometimes you can talk to people who are having a conversation.
Yeah.
Did I sell my crappy boots? No.
Looking for anything in particular?
Yeah. I don't really get much for them. Me. A quest.
Hey, you! Go away. There's nothing here.
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it?
Be serious, do I look like a bandit to you? Bandits? Did you see their faces?
Oh, I saw them. Dirty, rotten scavengers. Haven't worked a day in their lives. Not real work, anyway. I went inside just for a moment. The bandits took everything. This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat.
Times are tough. Maybe the bandits were hungry too. Is there no other way to get food for your family? Maybe I can find them. What they look like.
Like thieves. They're not from around here, I know that.
Are they the people we kicked
They
out
had
of Paradise?
elves among them. I've got no problem with elves, but they looked rough. Like they weren't civilized. You know, bandits.
Sounds like you've got a chip on your shoulder about elves to me.
I see what you're doing. Don't make me out to be prejudiced. I know your type. You'll be poking around for contraband and dream thralls next.
I hadn't thought about it, but is there something going on here?
What? No. You're fine. No smuggling, no dream scourge. What are you implying?
What are you implying? You said her last harvest, not ours. Is something wrong with your wife?
Huh.
My wife?
Like sticking your nose in other people's business, do you?
If I can help, I'd like to.
Not you two. Gods. What do I have to lose? My wife, she's sick. Not a dream troll. Just sick. We've known for a while now. But treatment is expensive. There's not enough to go around. I thought if she could eat well for whatever time she had left, she'd be more comfortable. And now, it's gone. There. Are you happy?
What is she sick with? How long does she have?
It's weeping fever. A rose draught would clear her up. But good luck finding any to spare. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Your dog just barked at Tesco's. It's not even your Tesco's. Goddamn delivery, worst thing to happen to dogs. And people walking past the window. And cyclists. Do not enter! Due to structural instability caused by recent sinkhole activity, this building is condemned until further notice. Valerie, if you're reading this, please speak with Governor Vidaro for more information on relocation. As tempting as it may be to ignore the issue after so long on the road, please be mindful. It is not safe here, and you will be looked after. And there it is. There it is. Lockpicks, but nothing to unlock with lockpicks.
This one's mine.
All the lockpicks are gone. Ooh. Exploded.
Just like the good old days.
Just like the good old days. Yeehaw. There's the city. Yeah, you basically get no XP for fighting enemies. You only get it for doing quests. Those seeking the inhabitants of this building may find their new domicile within the walls of Fior Messivano. Living outside the walls has simply become too dangerous. By order of Governor Fidaro, this property is to remain vacant until further notice. We're so pretty, oh so pretty, vacant.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy on our farms in Dawnshore. Our forests aren't trying to kill us.
I don't know what you want from me. The other animancers and I are just doing the best we can to survive.
Fior will be better able to survive if they accept help from the adherents.
The adherents have already made great strides in bringing order to Paradis.
I just want to go home without being harassed.
My wife's...
Do you think
my wife?
If I just sneak away?
Hello, can I come in?
Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giata's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Giata?
One of our animancers. She's bright as a spark, but a mite confrontational. She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giata's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last.
How are you faring against the Dream Scourge?
Not well, apparently. Giata says it's infected the farms, and every day it gets harder to doubt her.
Just take a blessed day look outside. Doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling downhill.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers
brought
fight.
that plague bear down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain Masoni said he'd never seen anything like it.
Oh, I bet. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Here we travel inside of it. We don't seamlessly go into it. Hello, it's you again.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy.
You following me?
Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
And to whom am I speaking?
Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote.
I've seen her before.
If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Metaphysically speaking, it's unlikely that animancers are causing this plague.
While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes.
I've killed all of you. Stare quizzically.
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
Goodbye.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
You kill a bunch of her buddies earlier, but she doesn't know that yet.
Genuine healing, Krista.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
There's no way you could possibly be responsible for the problems facing Fior.
Oh, sure. I can't take the blame for all of Fior's problems, but my negligence has only made things worse. The dead of Fior expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
Are you referring to the old Valian custom of offering fresh food for the recently dead?
That's exactly it. Well done.
Well done.
I have always
Gold
observed
star.
it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fior. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Wow.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot
That's why it's all
eat.
spoiled everywhere.
What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
This seems like a waste of food when the rest of the town is starving.
I had to take the food. The fate of Fior depends
Steal the
on it.
steal the food.
I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead.
Feeding the living should outweigh the needs of the dead.
But this does help the living. By appeasing the dead, we end the dangers their anger caused. The crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more.
This is far from the craziest thing we've done today. Let's do it. I expect payment for this ridiculous scheme.
Do it for whatever reason you like, as long as
I can't
it
just
gets
say
done.
no.
The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast.
Whose bodies rest there?
Loggers from the old days. They sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives
think I may have been
to
there already.
creatures of the untamed forest. The second offering goes to a grave in
Oh,
the
good.
swamp.
Yeah. Who puts a
far to
fucking
the
grave in a
west from
swamp?
here.
Are you mad? And the third? Whose spirits wander near the swamp?
They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stair's wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fior, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds.
What can you tell me about this final grave?
Such a tragedy. A young family lost their lives there as the wilds encroached, swallowed before they could even flee.
This seems like a waste of perfectly good food.
I understand how it looks, but appeasing the dead is vital, especially in times like these. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience
Can I
of
just
an
give
old
them some of
lady.
my cabbages?
Please, return when the rituals are complete.
I've got tons of food. I'm carrying so much food. Optional speak to the what? The grain person? Speak to the grain merchant about the stolen food. Food theft. Retrieve the stolen crops. Look for the revenants.
Yeah.
Now, open the door. Dust-lined note. Money, money, money. Oh. What happened here? Nice mood lighting. A small book. How's Duke Nukem going? I'm on the Caribbean beach expansion thing. About halfway through it. You have to kill Santa at the end of the Nuclear Winter one. And he's going like insanely fast. It zooms about the place. He suddenly just appears out of nowhere.
No, animizers were such shrewd businessmen.
Big
Can
doors.
I interest you in some glaive berries or Barrett's bells, perhaps? Welcome to Poria and Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
How's business going?
5 summers ago, business was thriving. But now charlatans are selling crystals and essence enlargers in the streets.
Essence enlargers?
Add rumors of dream scourge and
Do they come
everyone
in
is
a
buying
blue
from
pill?
the swindlers.
Perchance.
At least you've come in.
You could profit by selling such products yourself, too.
Oh, I could, easily. But in the long run, where would that get me? I would be no better than them. I used to believe animancers would trust science, but I'm beginning to doubt that. At least I don't have to convince you.
I need supplies. Okay, then. An actual unique wand. Exceptional wand. It's very expensive, though. 11
All
grand.
ingredients are fully stocked.
And I'll take this potion right here. And this one. Beautiful Ector. I write this without hope, knowing you'll never see it. Every day I come into your tea shop, watch as your lips mutter about the noise and complain about contention. Yet the only contention I feel is within my heart. I order your tea, sit in the corner as you serve other customers, but you never notice. I imagine what has captured your thoughts each time. You lose focus and stare at the wall with a blank expression. Each time I wish that it was me you looked at with those glazed, blurry eyes. Forever, your magpie, a Brit. Get the Awakened Adra? It's like really expensive though, isn't it? It's 2 grand for one. For one. 2.5 grand for one. No. That's the bounty person.
At all godlike.
I've got one.
I heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim.
That's why I'm here. I already have a bounty to claim.
Diverus? You work fast.
I have put Beldereno to rest.
From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest. You are clearly capable. Some time ago, a group of bounty hunters took a bounty off the board, but they still haven't returned. I fear they failed.
You get
They
500
were to
for
clear
a
out the
bounty
Zareks
in the
of
first
abandoned
area.
farms north of Fjord. Perhaps you can look into this for me?
That's all for now.
Perfecto. Return when you have
Perfecto.
more to claim.
And XP.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah, those Delamgan. They're not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, ne?
Me? The Knights of Me? Old Nuna is a bear.
Be careful with old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
Cartographer. Find the cartographer in Emerald Stair. Oh, and Zorips. Hello? The Gifted Magpie. Crumpled letter from Tan.
heard? Giata's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
You must admit she has a point.
Mamma
We should
mia.
do something about the dream scourge. Simply wait for it to pass.
Careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
All right, Governor. Hello?
Would you care for a refreshment?
I'd care for a potion that I'm gonna steal. And money.
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity
It's not a library.
and speak in a soft tone of voice.
Is there something going on around here? What is that enchanting smell?
Cloves, cinnamon, and anise are just a few of the
Anus.
remedies that help foster a peaceful environment. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
It does.
Consider the dream scourge. One crisis, many ways to manage it, all of them frustrating in their contradictions. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
Maybe that's why animancy is so unreliable. Everyone's fatigued.
Imagine what we could accomplish if more animancers took a little time to focus on themselves.
Focus.
Now, will there be anything else?
Some tea, please. Why is this place called the Gifted Magpie? Did you know Abrit has a crush on you?
What? I mean, I'm sorry. What? Could you possibly elaborate?
I found a note by her shop. Very steamy. Why don't you ask her yourself?
Oh, what a horrible idea.
Oh.
It's just that these sorts of things happen to other people, but never me. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Marius, any advice? Kai, any advice?
You're overthinking this. Invite her around for a cup of tea.
It seems I need to gather my wits and figure out what to do next. I have no skill with romance, you see. Oh dear.
Why is this place called the Gifted Magpie?
Believe it or not, this building was once my father's grain warehouse. One day, a magpie landed on the rafters and spoke fluent Valian to anyone who would listen.
What did it say? I fail to see how that leads to opening a tea house.
Helia is the goddess of birds and creativity. Yes, the spiritual significance of a talking magpie is debatable.
Debatable.
But the tale inspired others to make this a haven of creativity. And so, here we are.
What happened to the magpie?
Who knows? Either it flew away on bad business, or it was just a metaphor to begin with.
Delivering letters.
A good story knows where to end itself. The bad ones all end in grief.
Can I order some tea?
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile
That's why I came in here.
And the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
No tea in a tea house.
The fields have been unproductive of late, and what grows has not risen to our standard. I am hopeful that this is a temporary setback and not a sign of things to come.
Let's see what you have for sale. A treasure map. 858. Jesus. I'll buy that. That's not of any help to me, is it? A good ranger is prepared for any challenge, but the best ranger has snacks on hand. Now that I have retired, I have no further need for my coat of many pockets. Use it in good health. Don't mind the crumbs and the smell of cheese. It's by a tower. Is that the tower that I climbed near the start of the area? I don't know. It could be. It's just going to be food. I hope not. No lockpicks. Find the treasure. Check if the gloves are any good. Gloves?
Welcome back.
Yeah, gloves. Shock damage. No. Grog.
Spirits are truly wonderful, powerful,
So many notes, so many books everywhere. It's all falling apart here.
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub.
You're not in the pub yet. You're already thrown out.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence. A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Well, I'm a godlike, so I've got some divine heritage.
Wrong. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
And how much do I pay you to lighten my soul?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatment's on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
I feel fine, I guess. My soul feels lighter, as if my worldly cares have fluttered away. You use some ridiculous machine on my soul.
Another skeptic? Oh well. I can see my talents are wasted here. No charge for the treatment. Best of luck with your soul.
What the fuck?
Hope you don't start seeing other people's past lives or anything.
Animancy.
Wow.
What's good for the soil is good for the soil.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The
There she
Dreamscourge
is.
is laying waste to our home.
It's the other companion. So we've now seen all 4 companions.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
Where's the furry gone?
Can
The
discuss
Furby.
this in private.
We are discussing it now. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dreamscourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Hoffner, at your service.
Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Private discussion? You're arguing in the middle of town. Excuse me, but I'm talking to this captivating young lady.
Did you hear that, Ignacy? You should be taking notes.
Of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around. and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
The deeper I go into the living lands, the worse this gets.
Indeed. We were fighting the Dream Scourge before it even had a name. I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
I thought animancers leapt at bold experimentation.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
She's the one taking all the risks here. I think she knows what she's doing.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
She blew her parents up. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. Let cooler heads prevail. If we work together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions.
Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my
They just
duties.
join you immediately.
I'll trouble you no more.
I guess they do
Your
in, like,
request is
Fallout New
denied,
Vegas.
Shanta.
What?
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
You're making a mistake.
Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Okay.
I'll find us another bedroom.
The Animancy method.
Another time, my boy.
Very fancy. Very fancy. Yeah, not every single companion would join you immediately in New Vegas, but some would. Arcade Gannon, whatever his name was, the Doctor would join you like instantly. I think Veronica would join you pretty much instantly. EDE, if you repaired him, instantly. Or Eddie. But Boone wouldn't. I'm not sure about Cass. I don't think Cass would. Rex would pretty much be given to you immediately by Elvish. I sworn to the people on my family's honor that there is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise again and again, even if I must scream it to these empty halls. So why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause, neither does wine. What the fuck are you talking about? There's nothing in here. So I've just stolen a key. I feel like there'd be a lot more... I don't know. Oh, hello. There'd be a lot more weight to this if you had to, like, sneak around and steal it and then sneak into the basement or something and you found something. But I can just, like, walk in, take this, go into the basement. Governor, my research points to one inevitable conclusion. The harvest will fail. Before you ignore me again, read on, listen. My father spoke of a river of souls flowing through the island. The souls feed our crops and power our machines. We agree on that much. What do you think happens when the river gets polluted? If you don't believe me, look at your own farms. The soil is hollow. It might even have the dream scourge. The time has come to break the bones of the living lands and set them in a more agreeable fashion. It may be Fior Messeverno's only hope. We should discuss this in person. I am confident you'll see reason. Best, Dieta Castel. So what did I get then? 20% move speed, 2% damage reduction, plus 1 additional damage reduction. Meh. Meh. The butler.
By tradition,
Can't speak to the butler. The bedroom key. Yeah, I don't need to, like, be sneaky. I don't need to, like, go like that and sneak through.
Is this the governor's mother? Blessed a shame.
We could just walk into his mother's room where she's ill. Letter to my son, Ignacy. I write this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he left us, your father was a proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart and are destined to be cherished long after they are gone. I can feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long. Your mother, Estelle. Shimmering winds, gnashing teeth, chew through the dirt. Where are my hands, Ignacy? Where are my hands? My hands, my hands, my hands! They're there.
My hands.
Oh no, my hands.
My hands.
Sharp talons.
Sharp talons.
There's a small piano. Hold me closer, tiny piano. None of them are locked. It's called a lockbox, but none of them are locked. Parkour. They've got electricity. What the frick? They've got power lines. They're like the Dwemer. Nothing to use my 20 lockpicks on, yeah. Bone and boar. That's what she said. Ah, it's a basement. A basement. Oh shit, that's where... Okay. That's what exploded. Something went wrong in there. Did it explode? It's her house. She got a book. A book. This crop shortage is the perfect opportunity to test my family's research. But of course, I'm getting nowhere with Ignacy. He has the town wrapped around his little finger. You'd think a community of free-thinking animancers would embrace a little innovation, but no, not even to save their lives. What would Mother have done? Though I suppose I don't need to ask. Perhaps I can succeed where she failed. As soon as I gathered the courage to enter the lab, someday, just not today, something went wrong. It blew up, killed her mother. Letter from a friend. Giata, are you well? Ever since I moved away, I hear only rumours about what happens inside the walls of Fior Mes Everno, and the rumours alone are cause for concern. They say you've been starting fights with the governor, stirring unrest at the workshop, turning animancers against each other. I adore you too much to believe such nonsense, most of it anyway. But allow me to give you a word of advice. There is a pattern to this behaviour, even if you think there isn't. You believe that your ambitions are being held back, so you hold them back further by alienating everyone in reach, and thus prove your own point. Trust me, I know from experience, as did your mother. Be careful that you don't hurt yourself in the crusade to be proven right. Come and visit me sometime. Put aside your worries and clear your mind. Silvo misses you. Aaliyah. Silvo de Campo. Invitation to drinks. Does nobody lock their doors around here? Doesn't seem like it.
I had one job.
Lieutenant
Couldn't even do that.
Fidelio.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Another troubled Fiorian. Is everyone in this city miserable?
Not everyone has the ranger captain breathing down their neck. I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
A burden shared is a burden lifted, you know.
Well, I suppose the worst I can do at this point is waste your time. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, it is.
For now? That sounds ominous.
We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days
dead.
now. They're still not here.
They've disappeared before, haven't they?
3 times this month. They're going to be the death of me. They're besotted. I can't get them to think about anything else. Belena and Adelaro were my most promising recruits. Now, all they do is sneak off to...
Have relations, screw each other, dip the pen in the inkwell. Wow.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and
My perception is so low. And you're here drowning your sorrows? Some leader.
Look at this place. Sinkholes to the left, bad crops to the right. Everyone here is
Stuck
exhausted.
in the middle with
This is
you.
the first rest I've had in days. Meanwhile, the Animancers and Vidaro fiddle with their experiments. But that's no concern of ours until my rangers come home. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Okay.
Dootin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while.
It's been 3 days.
Pour you a drink, good like.
Letter. Adelaro, my love, I want to see you again. What about our patrol tomorrow night? The woods will give us some privacy. Don't breathe a word to Aina, though. She went straight to the captain last time. Belena. We literally found a note. Have you seen this note? It's right there. It's about them two.
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when to shut their mouths.
Every town has its quirks, I would know.
Sounds like you've traveled a fair bit. Although even by Fior standards, tensions are at a breaking point. Except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously.
But what do you think?
You see this pub? No one here is an Animancer. We are Fior's labor. Rangers, farmers, and sentries. We've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad. Terrors stalking the wilderness day and night.
The stories are true. I've seen the Dream Scourge myself. Well, not really. We haven't seen it really anywhere.
Birth's bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
Tell me about the bone and boar.
What are you fixing to know?
Why don't Animancers typically come out here?
Because I don't go out of my way for them. Yeah, they're a finicky bunch. My clientele is more grounded. Works hard. They don't put on airs. I like to keep it that way. Of course.
Well,
anything else
so much
you
to
fancy?
learn. What have you got for sale? Lockpicks. There's no need to buy them now.
Welcome back, envoy.
The crops are ruined.
The crops are ruined. Merchant Stefan, Essence of War.
Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop.
Do you know how to use the star metal?
The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Show star metal. What can you tell me about this metal?
Is that
Gillard?
This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well.
What makes this metal so special?
Star metal is exceptionally dense. It weighs much more than one would think from its size. More fascinating, however, is that this metal is suffused with dormant essence. This makes it naturally susceptible to enchantment.
Can you do anything with it?
No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from
But where is
Halloween's
that? Is that on
Tusks.
another map?
I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to
It'd be good if
work
you could go to the other
beautiful
maps
metal
whenever you
into a proper
wanted.
weapon.
Galloway's tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff.
I'll take that bet.
And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, amico?
Do Animancers have much use for weapons and armor?
Nay, not really. But not all of us in
The Knights
Fjord
of
are
Ni.
animancers, you know. Besides humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the Rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have?
Maybe. So you're not an animancer?
Officially no, but I have been known to dabble with essence infusion here and there. I have one such item for sale, actually. A
Yes,
beautiful
you said that.
maze made of...
You said that. Show me your wares. Is it this one? Lodestone. 11 grand. Very expensive. Why is everything so expensive? Because they want you to upgrade stuff instead. Find a star metal smithy. Where does this go? Back outside. It's not a very big place then, is it? Speak with Dieta. But she wasn't in there, was she? I went in there. She wasn't in there. There she is.
Go as I had planned.
Hello.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
Then why didn't anyone speak up with you?
Because they're cowards. To them, I'm just a cautionary tale. A fallen animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I'm sorry about your exile.
So am I. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge
But
has been a thorn in
you're
my
still
side
here.
for
He hasn't
too
kicked you out. How so? You talk like you have a vendetta against it.
In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
I've worked with animancers before, from a safe distance.
It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
As people keep reminding me, you think there might be a connection?
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Let her finish.
I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Misiverno. Forever.
Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
So it's a professional consultation we're after. I can handle that.
Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful.
I've met her.
She lives in a cottage
Yes.
southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers.
You got to go all the way
You'll find them
around
at
the
docks,
island, well,
southeast
the
of Fjord.
region.
Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know
Shouldn't you
about
come
the
with
Dream
me?
Scourge.
So what's your theory on the Dream Scourge anyway?
I'd rather not speculate until we have more data. If you have
Boo.
questions, I'm sure the others can answer them. We're about to make history. But first,
Science.
research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra.
She's not going to come with us until we do all this stuff,
Godlike,
maybe.
Imperial envoy.
Interesting. My kitchen! Where's all my supplies gone? An award. The award for best achievement in agriculture goes to Gietta Castel. Thanks to your hard work and innovation, last season's pumpkins were larger, rounder, and grew at record speed. Please join us to receive your award of 10 copper bars and a slice of Benessa Pastor's blue ribbon flashberry pie. Well done, Gietta. You earned it.
I have a lot of packing ahead of me, but I've earned a short rest.
We'll talk later.
Don't do anything, I?
Yes, she can't come with us yet. Right. Where was that? Where's the Furby gone?
What if I wasn't around?
Where's the Furby? Where'd the Furby go? There's a door here.
Maybe a cowherd.
Oh! Missing Adragan heart. Montopasta. Montopenne. Is she in here, I wonder? Montopenne. There's loot. So much loot.
What do you think of Giatta's theory?
Giatta's. Books. 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 Where have my books gone? I need to do some research. They've all gone.
The essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should talk.
The Adra is healthy. It's the acid things I'm
Yeah.
concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giatta.
Seems like you go inside of it, maybe.
She might be onto something.
I'm sure her mother and father. And look what happened to them.
None of them are locked.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this. Ah, Envoy. I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now.
Is Monto giving you trouble? You look exhausted. When was the last time you slept?
I'm not concerned with that. Not now. Yesterday, I made an incredible
Everything was
discovery.
locked in the first area,
We can
yeah.
use half as much Adra to achieve the same results. And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck?
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
No. To harness these forces for so small a price is too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Athelmir's treatise on Wotica. Perhaps she's right. Maybe animancy should be reined in.
There's no such thing as too much power. We can't fear knowledge just because a few people might abuse it.
How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.
Well, I'm gonna take a break and go have some lunch. I'm not sure if I'll be back because I've got to do something. We'll see. But I'm surprised that we've basically done nothing here. I mean, wow. I reckon this is a much bigger map. It looks gigantic. I mean, the first area we spent like 15 hours in. How long are we going to spend in this one? Jesus. Crazy. But the game seems to follow a similar structure for every region. There's like a hub, a settlement, a town. They have a bounty person in you can get 5 bounties from. So there probably won't be too many like surprises. But we'll see. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye!